welcome to Mortgage Today for Wednesday, November 1st, 2023. And oh, what a day it was. First off, it's November already. Is that real? Yes. Anyway, we had a big day today. It is Fed Day. So, big open for bonds. UMBS were up 59 basis points bright and early. S&P futures were down 12.25 points. All of this in the early morning was mostly based off of ADP employment. It came in at 113,000 on 150,000 forecast. It was 89,000 previously. Treasury announcement also came in as the second phase of this week's details on increased auction amounts. This time we got specific auction amount recommendations as well as a write-up of the Treasury Borrowing Advisory Committee's recommendations. One key concept was that we may only see one more quarter of increased auction amounts, which would be pretty awesome. No increase in 20-year bonds and a more modest increase in 7 years relative to other points in the curve. At this point, the committee expects that the need for similar further increases at the second quarter fiscal year 2024 meeting is likely, but increases beyond that may not be required. In addition, the increase in auction amounts was slightly lower than the street expected. We also got ISM Manufacturing, which came in at 46.7 versus a 49 forecast. ISM prices came in at 45.1 on a 45 forecast. Job opening and labor turnover survey came in at 9.553 versus a 9.25 million forecast. Last month was revised to 9.497 from 9.61. Stocks are lower in the morning as they waited for the FOMC decision. The Fed was expected to hold rates steady at 2 p.m. We also got multivariate core inflation this morning, which rose 2.9% in September according to the New York Fed. This was a 0.3 percentage point increase from August's upwardly revised 2.6. We also got further reiteration, if you didn't catch it yesterday, late in the day yesterday, a Missouri jury delivered a $1.8 billion verdict against the National Association of Realtors and several real estate companies for conspiring to drive up commission costs. The plaintiffs called the commissions a market-shaping and distorting rule that has severe anti-competitive effects. We are seeing real estate stocks like Zillow, Compass, Remax, and Redfin get tossed aside this morning. We did get the Fed announcement this afternoon. They are holding things steady. The Fed only made 2 changes to the last statement. Instead of saying job gains have slowed in recent months but remain strong, the Fed now says job gains have moderated since early in the year but remain strong. And second, instead of referring to the tighter credit conditions for households as weighing on economic activity, the Fed added tighter financial and credit conditions. These are relatively